Hello everyone, it's been quite a while since I've made a video, so I just wanted to talk a little bit about my lock picking journey. I've been picking up for about a year now, and I started off with a Chinesium kit and a Master Lock number 5, a couple of padlocks that I found around the house, and yeah, I started having fun with the hobby. After a couple of months of using that kit, I decided it was time to buy my own, and you can see some of the tools that I've built up over the past year in front of us. So let's just start out with the first kit that I bought. Let's get those guys out of the way. This is the Dangerfield Praxis kit, which I have supplemented a little bit with the Serenity kit. They go together really well. The Praxis kit was excellent compared to the Chinesium version. That was spring steel. This is 301 stainless, and yeah, it's a really nice kit. We've got a set of 8 picks, 5 rakes, 3 hooks, and they're in 2 gauges, so it was actually really great for starting off with. Unfortunately, a couple of months in, I did break my standard hook, which I've only just managed to replace. So when that happened, I started looking around for some other tools, because at the time I didn't actually think that you could buy replacement picks from UK Bump Keys. They're an excellent site, by the way, check them out, individually. So I started looking at Multipick, and I moved on and built this set. As you can tell, I'm quite proud of my tools. This is an entirely custom multi-pick set with a fantastic trifold roll case. We have a set of hooks from left to right, a couple of deep hooks, a standard, a medium, a deforest diamond, and then we have a half diamond, a snake, a Bogota, a proprietary multi-pick rake pick, which is it's quite good. It's a bit like a Bogota, but a little bit stronger, and of course your city rake, which everyone seems to have in their pick set. In addition to that, we've got a deforest half ball, which I never used to start with, but it's actually a really nice profile, and I do enjoy using it nowadays. Finally, in this kit, we have a few a few Southord Max hooks. We've got a number 9, a number 7, and another deforest ball, just because I absolutely love those profiles. They're the ones I use the most, and these are Max High Yield Steel, because, well, I was bending some of my standard hooks, to be honest, on some of the locks that I was trying to open, and having some trouble. So at the time, I thought I needed something a bit stronger. And rounded off in this kit, we've got the Sparrow's Worm, which is actually a lovely rake. Quickly became my favourite rake. And we've also, of course, got a broken multi-pick standard hook, which is just great as a probe, or also for tubular locks. And that's when it's coupled with the Sparrow's Goat, designed by Locknoob, which is just excellent for slightly tricky tubular locks, which tension underneath the ring instead of in the middle of it on the center post. So yeah, that's my multi-pick kit. In addition to that, because yes, I did go very tool crazy, I have built a quite nice little Peterson set. I wanted to stay quite minimal with this one, So you can see I've only got one rake in there because, well, I'm a lock sporter, so raking is less my style. We've got 3 standard hooks. Hook number 1 in 25, 18 and 15 thousandths. We've got a few gems in 25, 18 and 15 thousandths again, and a bypass knife and a combination lock decoder to round off that set. So yeah, it's quite a bit of kit. Do I need all of this kit to pick locks with? Absolutely not. Do I like having a lot of variety? Yeah, it's great to have variety. And with that said, let's get on and do a little bit of picking, shall we? We'll get a couple of bottom keyway wrenches out, and a standard hook. Let's start out with one of these cute little Masterlock 140s. Now these are quite good fun to practice with. They've got 1 spool pin in them, so occasionally you can get a false set out of them, depending on how you do it. So that's pin 2, 3, got a 4 maybe. Let's recock him. Nothing on 1, nothing on 2, click out of 3, click out of 4, to the beginning, and click out of 1, and he's open. Okay, that's that guy. So, oh, hang on. Yeah, I forgot to go over some of my actual locks. Yeah, this is the collection. You can see we've got a set of master locks over here, got a few Americans, nice little line of, I think it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them now. We have a set of Abus, 6 of those, some Yales, which are really good fun to pick. Almost all of those have got spool pins in them. We have some English locks, so 4 Squires, just because they are difficult, and we've got a few Stanleys in the back, and then the final line we have a set of unnamed or unbranded locks, including a couple of Timpsons actually, which are a UK brand. They're very, very sloppy locks, but they can be quite good fun to pick. But in addition to that, we've got my first tubular lock and my first slider lock as well. So those have been good experiences. So yeah, let's get back to picking. We've done one of the Masterlock 140s. So next thing I think we'll do, let's try this Masterlock XL. We'll get a top of the keyway tension wrench for this guy. Not sure which one we're going to choose. This one fit. Yeah, I think this one's the one. There we go. Okay. A slightly higher quality lock than the 140, although I'm not sure if these ones even have any security pins in them. But still, fun to do, and relatively cheap actually. Anything on 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think that was 4 at the back. Anything on 1. 2. Yeah, that was a click out 3. At the beginning. That's not 1. Click on 2. I think we're nearly there. occasionally these ones give me trouble. But they are relatively easy. Can be kind of embarrassing from time to time. Let's just recook him. Get that tension back on. Let's get back in there. So pin 1. Nothing on 1. Click on 2. 3 feels a little odd, I think that was a click. 4. Yeah, 4's grinding. I think I'm being a little rough here. And I click on 1. Okay. Right, let's try our neighbour's Titalium. This is a 64 Ti-50, a bigger brother of this little guy, the 64 Ti-40, which I've got 2 of these smaller Titaliums, one of which I've had a long time, and I rigged him so much you can see the inside of the keyway is all shot up. I can actually pick this one, but it's so fat up here that the top of the keyway tension wrench quite often falls out. And I also need to use the fattest one, because the fattest one won't even fit in here, but I have to use the fattest top of the keyway tension wrench I've got to fit in that top of the keyway. It happens when you're new to lockpicking, and I guess that's one of the things that this video is about. I mean, what can I contribute to the sport? You've got your lockpicking lawyer, you've got your Bosnian Bill, your lock noob. They're all really experienced pickers. And then you've got me, who doesn't really have a proper camera, bad lighting. You can probably hear me breathing through the camera as well, because I'm sat right behind it. And yeah, doing unscripted videos straight off the bat. Alright, so we'll do the 64 Ti-50. So yeah, anything up 1, nope, 2, nope, 3. I think we got something out of him. 4. I think we got a little click out of him. Got something on 5, yep. It's binding tightly. Back to the start. 1 is binding. Quite tightly, click out of that. And 2. And we got an open. There we go. Ooh. Sorry about that. Let's get it back on there. Okay, what else we got? Let's try this nice little Yale, a YE150. Now, this actually took me a little while to get into, which, to be honest, it was quite recent as well. To be honest, it was quite embarrassing, but you know what? Now I'm into him, I know exactly how he's supposed to open. So, I should probably buy some more of these, so that I can practice with the various kinds. And that's sort of what I've been doing when I've been buying the same model of lock over and over again, like the Americans, the Lotto 410s Master Locks, and the 3 Stanleys, because the Stanleys I found very difficult when I first got them. I think the first one I bought sat in my naughty box for about 4 months before I was able to actually open it. So let's get to this guy. Nothing on 1, nothing on 2, nothing on 3, 4, I think we got to click there. Nothing on 5. Back to the beginning. I think we got something on 1. Yeah, click out of 1, I think that was. 2. 3. Let's let the tension off. Recock him. Happens from time to time. Okay, 1's binding first. 2 nothing. 3 nothing. Click on 4. I think that was 1 on 5. Back to the beginning. Nothing on 1. 2's binding. Click on 2. I think he's set. 3. I think we're going to get 1 more on 4. Back to the beginning. Nothing on 1. 2, click there. 3, and we're open. So yeah, still can be a little bit tricky. Okay, what else are we gonna do? Let's grab one of the Timsons. So yeah, very cheap. Terrible fit and finish. See a massive keyway right there. Let's use top of the keyway with him. I tend to prefer top of the keyway, mostly because that's what I watched 100 or so videos of lockpicking lawyer doing, and I wanted to copy that guy because he's very skilled, and I thought, you know, if I could be like that guy, that would be really cool. But let's face it, I'm never going to be lockpicking lawyer. I did do a tribute video to him where I did the same style. But anyway, okay, nothing on 1, 2, I think we've got to click out of 2. Ah, there we go. 3, click out of 3, 4, click out 4, click out 5, nothing on 6. At least that's one thing you can give the Timson lock, 6 pins, so relatively difficult. There's that, click out of 2 or 3 maybe, and then we're open. As you can tell, sometimes I can't actually tell which pin I'm on at the time. So anyway, that was actually a fairly decent time. This video has gone on for quite a while. I want to get back into it though, and see if I can make videos a little bit more regularly. And yeah, so this is my journey so far. I've got 3 pick sets, had a lot of cash cost, bunch of locks. I'm relatively competent at picking some simple master locks, some ABUS with spools, Yale, cheap Timson. I have picked most of the locks in the collection. There are certain ones that have given me difficulty. For example, this ABUS Rock, which it's an 83 CS55, which I still haven't managed to pick, but I'll get into it eventually. It's just one of those things. In any case, that's all I have for you today. Hope you have a good night. Bye!